Beautiful viewers, you're welcome to the news. My name is Florence Mbam. The headlines. Ebonyi State government restates readiness to partner Chinese investors to advance development. Visually impaired school vice principals struggle with wife. Beautiful viewers, you're welcome to the news. My name is Florence Mbam. The headlines. Ebonyi State government restates our readiness to partner Chinese investors to advance development. Visually impaired school vice principals struggle with wife to teach our 363 students in Abia. South Sudan announces closure of schools due to extreme heat wave. The news in details. Ebonyi State government has reassured of its readiness to partner Chinese investors with good business ideas to further enhance the development of the state in line with the state facilitation law. Governor Francis Nwifuru stated this when he hosted representatives from Shanghai Jinhai Industry Limited in a dinner at Governor's Lodge, Old Government House of Abakaliki, who were in a collaborative venture aimed at enhancing the state's economic landscape through Ebonyi agro-eco-industrial and park development. Government House correspondent Osondu Nguta has more.
The state governor, who was represented by his deputy, Princess Patricia Obila, reiterated the state government's commitment to providing a conducive business environment that incorporates comprehensive business facilitation law of the state, which encourages partnering investors to freely operate in the state. Princess Obila thanked the Chinese company for its choice of Ebonyi State and assured them of the prompt release of the state counterpart fund and other logistics to facilitate the vision and mission of the company in the state to fruition.
I want to sincerely thank them for choosing Ebonyi State. They have gone around all the states, but Ebonyi State still remains the best for them. Be rest assured. And through our own People's Charter of Needs, we are here 24 hours to give you all the enabling environment that we need to survive in this project.
The secretary to the state government, Professor Grace Umezurike, said the partnership was marked by a mutual commitment poised not only to unlock the rich and untapped resources of the state, but also boost the agricultural and mineral potentials, as well as to create more business and employment opportunities for youths of the state. She further noted that their commitment reflects a growing confidence in Ebonyi as a vibrant hub for industrial growth.
By the short stay between the time of your arrival and the places you have visited, you will agree with me that Ebonyi is indeed the fastest growing state in Africa. We also appreciate your initiative and your extension of hands of partnership through your Ebonyi agro-eco-industry and park. It is a welcome development to Ebonyi State, and it is in line with one of the top agendas of our dear governor, which centers around agriculture.
The leader of the team, Mr. Felix Obihe, expressed enthusiasm regarding the partnership in Ebonyi agro-eco-industrial and park development, highlighted the promising opportunities that lie in the state-rich yet underutilized resources, and assured that the collaboration would further drive the progress and prosperity of the state. The event featured different cultural dances. As the company concludes its feasibility study of the state, stakeholders are optimistic about the potential economic benefit of the program for the people of the state. Osondo Nguta.
Ebonyi State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthen partnership with international donor agencies to improve healthcare delivery. The Executive Secretary, Ebonyi Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Emeka Ovuba, stated this when he received the new state coordinator of the World Health Organization, WHO, Dr. Olayinka Suliat, alongside the World Health Organization Surveillance and Disease Control Officer, Dr. Oladingda, on a familiarization visit. The report.
The meeting was jointly reviewed by key stakeholders, including the Director of Disease Control and Immunization, the State Immunization Officer, the Director of Administration, and the Director of Primary Health Care. Dr. Ovuba highlighted the remarkable strides made by Governor Francis Nwifuru in prioritizing health care, stating that it ranks second in his People's Charter of Needs. He acknowledged past challenges in the state's healthcare system, but affirmed that the narrative has changed for the better under the current administration, and reassured World Health Organization of government's commitment to collaboration, emphasizing that government revitalization efforts have transformed primary health care from a struggling sector to a model of excellence.
In the primary health care space, currently as I'm talking to you, His Excellency have started revitalizing all the primary health care centers in the world, in the different political world in the States. And as we speak, so many things that is from government that is happening in the primary health care space is something that the WHO is so proud of. Like we are going to work together as an organization and as a state to make sure that the aim of the whole body, the WHO, sending you to the states is actualized even more than what
Dr. Olayinka Suliat expressed appreciation over the Executive Secretary's support, describing Ebonyi State as her new home. She emphasized her readiness to work with the agency and commended the agency's leadership roles.
We are here to give the full support in terms of health activities here. We've been doing it and we'll continue to do it as much as possible. We'll work hand in hand with you and the team to ensure that that is done. And I'm so delighted with the news that I've gotten from colleagues that are already here to know how well you and your team have really been working very closely, having a good relationship with them.
Some shop owners at the International Market at Abakaliki have commended the Ministry of Market Development and PAC as well as Market Development Board for embarking on continuous demolition of illegal structures in the market. The shop owners made the commendation in an interview at the market. The report.
One of the shop owners, Chief Jerry Boros, said the removal of illegal structures at the international market is a wonderful initiative aimed at giving the market a facelift and maintaining its original standard.
They applauded what they did because it sanitized the market, especially the carriageways and walkways, so that people can access shop and market. So we supported that and helped them to implement the job. Even though when they are doing the right thing, people will find it difficult and feel some pains, but they did the job. Nice job, to my own best of knowledge.
Another shop owner, Chief Peter Oba, expressed gratitude to Governor Francis Nwifuru for his good policies and programs in all ramifications and appealed to the governor to create a space for petty traders in the international market to avoid illegal structures, which he said deface the market.
Let them provide a free zone. But in this market, there's no free zone. People are putting their goods anywhere they want to see it, which is not the best. But if they create a free zone where the petty traders will stay, those people are bringing something from the village. They will do their business and go back. But hence, there's no free zone. You find out that everybody will put their goods anywhere they want. And some people will be making little money on that area, which is not the best. So I want governor to hear it.
Chief Oba advised those who engages in constructing illegal structures in the international market to desist from that to avert incurring the wrath of the state government. For South TV News, I am Chidebere.
Away from Ebonyi State, the vice principal of Ozuitem Community Secondary School in Abia State, despite being visually impaired, reportedly single-handedly teaches students in the absence of teachers. Education activist Alex Onya, who revealed this in a video post on Friday, says he was moved to tears after witnessing the blind vice principal conducting a class. The report.
He lamented the dire situation in the school where only 3 individuals, the principal, the blind vice principal, and his wife, are responsible for teaching 363 students from junior secondary schools to senior secondary school. He noted that due to the poor state of the school, students often attend classes without receiving any lessons. However, he disclosed that the West African Examination Council recently approved the school as an examination center following renovation efforts initiated by his government. In October 2024, Abia State Governor Alex Otti said his administration declared a state of emergency in the education sector and introduced incentives, including an increase in the retirement age of teachers to 65 years and 40 years in service.
Let's take a quick break and more news after the break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. A former governor of Niger State, Babangida Aliyu, has said the former military head of state, Ibrahim Babangida, was lucky to have a chance to apologize to Nigerians for some of his actions. The People's Democratic Party, a chieftain, says the former military leader deserves to be forgiven for his actions, especially in the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. The report.
Former head of state Ibrahim Babangida on Thursday expressed regret over the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, acknowledging that the candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Moshood Abiola, won the poll. In the concluding session of the 12th chapter of his autobiography launched in Abuja, titled A Journey in Service, the former leader described the annulment of the election as an accident of history. During an appearance on a television program, Babangida Aliyu said the unveiling of Babangida's memo is significant for the country. The former governor also commended the ex-military leader for apologizing to Nigerians for his action in the annulment of the 1993 presidential election. He is a man of very high consideration, a man I have known since I was a small boy. He is very gifted with a sense of forgiveness and generosity. I believe the unveiling of his memo is significant for Nigeria.
From across the borders, South Sudan has announced the closure of all schools for 2 weeks due to an ongoing extreme heat wave that has caused some students to collapse. This is the second time the country, which faces extreme effects from climate change, including flooding during the rainy season, has closed schools during a heat wave in February and March. The report.
Deputy Education Minister Martin Kako Moy said on Friday that an average of 12 students had been collapsing in Juba City every day. Most schools in South Sudan have makeshift structures made with iron sheets and do not have electricity that could power cooling systems. Environment Minister Josephine Napwan Cosmos on Thursday urged residents to stay indoors and drink water as temperatures were expected to rise as high as 42 degrees Celsius. NAP1 proposed that government employees work in shifts to avoid heat strokes. Education workers have urged the government to consider amending the school calendar so that schools close in February and resume in April when the temperature declines.
Lebanon is preparing for the burial of former Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, nearly 5 months after he was killed in an Israeli airstrike. The country is expected to come to a halt for a few hours on Sunday for the funeral, which is scheduled for 1 p.m. at the Kamil Chamoun Sports Stadium on the outskirts of capital Beirut. The report.
Nasrallah was temporarily buried next to his son, Hadi, who died fighting for Hezbollah in 1997. The Lebanese group has announced strict measures and urged security forces to help manage crowds that are expected to number in the tens of thousands, with people pouring in from Hezbollah strongholds across the country as well as from abroad. Civil aviation authorities said Beirut Airport will close exceptionally and flights will be suspended from midday until 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Nasrallah was killed on September 27 in an Israeli strike as he met commanders in a bunker in Beirut's southern suburbs. Revered by Hezbollah supporters, Nasrallah led the group through decades of conflict with Israel, overseeing a transformation into a military force with regional sway and becoming one of the most prominent Arab fighters in generations. The funeral will also honor Hashim Safadi, who led Hezbollah for 1 week after Nasrallah's death before he was killed by Israel.
To end the news, let's take a look at some of our major stories. Ebonyi State government has once again reiterated its readiness to partner Chinese investors with good business ideas to advance development in the state. A visually impaired vice principal in Ozuitem community, Abia State, reportedly teaches 363 students with his wife owing to lack of teachers in that school. South Sudan has announced the closure of all schools in that country after an ongoing extreme heat wave caused the collapse of some students. My name is Florence Mbam. Many thanks for joining us.